Good afternoon, everyone. This is Lyra Shaw. How are you? I hope well. Um, I don't know if you see my little diamond essence there. Essence. My diamond cookies. Anyway, so I was just playing with my little nephew, and it came to mind that exercise is important, group activity is important, getting together, fellowshipping, and conversing and learning and doing various things. The By the way, welcome to my channel. This is Lavira. Please follow, like, share, subscribe, whatever you need to do. I need you to get in here because I want to share uh, as a daily divine guidance tip today is exercising. The church that I went to growing up, um, it was a bunch of young people. I mean, I'm seven. They're probably 21, 31, 25. I don't know. And then there were people that were 11 years older than me, whatever the case. Because, like, okay, I'm 49, and a lot of them were 80 something just passing. So they're probably 40 years older than me, 35, 40 years. So, um, 80s. Yeah. So, in our church, it was because it was a lot of young people, and this is what I'm explaining in some of my videos. Um, Terminology is important. If you are a church person or a cop or whatever like that, sometimes it's good to understand the lingo of other people that's saying the same thing you are. Like, oh, that's a snitch. To the legal system, that's a witness, right? Oh, she gonna get her karma. Now, to the church world, we understand you reap what you sow. It's the same thing. If you do things, things are gonna come. So it's the same term. It's the same meaning, different terminology for that community. And people want to make it a big kerfuffle. But see, in their world, that's what it's called. So if you want to address what they're doing in their world, you will not be saying, you're a sinner. You will be saying something like, you're not right, because they're not going to understand you're a sinner. They're going to take that to a whole ultimate other level that is probably unnecessary because people are sensitive about the word sin in some cases. You're not trying to find an enemy. You're not trying to come up missing because you said you're a sinner versus you're not right or you're foul or whatever. Okay, so see, you have to understand different agencies, different societies, different groups have different lingo, and to link it instead of saying don't use that word, you need to explain to them that's the word you use, but in the Bible, this is what it is, and that's kind of like what I guess I've been doing. So in saying that, we understood that there were young people that usually go to the club and they got a different language, right? So if we wanted to attract them and to um, draw them, we would like Jesus. He didn't come with fancy conversations and words and definitions and flares. He spoke as it was, as they understood in that day, and people respected that. Now we're not Jesus, but in the same token, he drew those people that needed and wanted to be drawn, that were supposed to be, and what he was saying. So today, anyway, we had the church, and there was a lot of young people that have been coming out of house parties and the chicken shack or whatever they do. And he wanted to draw the other people like himself that enjoyed that environment for whatever reason to come into the church. Or when they got there, he wanted to keep that same atmosphere. So music was a big part. Now, in us having music, we understood that this was our opportunity to exercise. I mean, it's natural. This is a big church, fairly. It was always clean. The spaceways, the walkways or whatever, were always like no obstructions. People would sometimes sit outside of it, but it was pretty clear. So we had free reign to when the music went up, you could clap, do what you want. And guess what it was? Exercise. It was a time for you to be free. If you didn't do it at home, you could do it here. And the young people loved it. They all get up and dance, they can compete, they can get serious, but they were moving. Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you, right? And they were moving their feet. Sometimes you just sit, you rock your legs, right? And you stomp your feet. Or you might just stomp your feet while you're sitting in the seat, right? And then you wave your hands, you holler, hey, you can do whatever you like, as loud as you want, because they would turn the music up enough for the highest pitch in there to be heard. It was beautiful, man. Um, if you were singing and you got all excited, they'll amp the music up to match your tone. It was funny because people were getting loose. And I was moving down to And the musician try and match it to make it sound good, funny. Musicians, you get off beat, they're trying to stay right with you. Ain't it wonderful? But we had exercise. So I was just sitting here playing with my nephew and I was thinking, how can I get him hopped up? Because life is full of people going, no, sit down, shut up, huh, and not looking at little kids. So I look at him and I get really excited, like, hey, everybody, hey, everybody, oh, Jesus, oh, Jesus. Now, if anybody's like me and you've had accidents that you did not cause or did not expect, and you're injured, your back, your legs, you have to keep moving. You got to stand up or look like you're trying to stand up to work those legs. And, you said to Beyonce, and somebody said, I don't like her legs. And start to poison me. Yeah. Because I don't like those shits. Who are you? Mad scientists? So now they all cottage cheese your shish. Little bit, I'm firming them up because I'm always moving. I'm an antsy person anyway. And that's what people don't like. I got a lot of energy. And it's like they want me to slow down and be like this and talk this and this and that. But that's not really me. I'm really like this. As you can tell, I really like talk fast. I love it. And it's like it just bothers somebody like they want me to slow down. And it's not wrong. But and I am quiet and I feel like, but I have a moment already going to yeah. So I'm looking at him like, hey, everybody. Or, oh, Jesus. You get to exercise your arms. Somebody needs to move, right? And anybody else, you need to stay healthy because your elbows be sticking out. Come on. You need to move on. Hey, Jesus. Right? Hey, Jesus. And I had it louder, but everybody's here now. Hey. Okay, so you do that. And then you go, it feels good. From my head to my toes, it feels good. That's not how I had it. It was a little slower. It went with, hey, oh, Jesus. From the top of my head to the sole of my feet, feels good, right? And you're moving, you can stomp your feet, right? So some feels good, right? It feels good. Hey, it feels good, right? It feels good. And you stomping your feet if you don't want to stand. It feels good. You can move your arms as much as you want, as hard as you want. Go this way. It feels good. You gotta keep moving, right? Move your head a little bit. It feels good, right? It feels good. So if you're not able to stand, you're not able to move a lot. You just keep moving. It all makes a difference. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. If you can sustain, or if you do it 2, 3 times a day, where you're sitting, because you sit a lot. Some of us will sit at work. You can even get to work if you wear headphones or a little earbud. You can stand at your desk. Some of us can stand up. I used to love that job where you can stand. Nobody thought it was that normal. Because you need to stretch. You're sitting for 8 or more hours. Get out. Right? So if you stand there, just be, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And what is she doing? Exercising. Right? Okay. There were times when people were doing a lot. I had to worship. So you ain't gotta say nothing. But I get in my chair and I was just spin around with my hands up and lean back. And just leave them up like hallelujah. I didn't smack nobody today. I'm just kidding, I'm not violent. But keep moving. That's a little chant you can sing. Hey, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Right? Oh, Jesus. Right? Yeah. Keep moving. The other part is run, run, run. Exercise, right? Run, And this hurts. Trying to keep my arms up. That's exercise, Jack. It's hurting. Whatever it is doing my arms. Oh, Jesus. So all that right there is already like, nobody got time for that. So yeah, keep moving. You by yourself. If you're at your desk, it's not gonna hurt you to do some twists. Don't worry about those people. Forget pride. We're not making a reputation. Okay, we are making noise for Christ. Oh, Jesus, right? Talk to you later. Keep moving, guys. I'm hot. I'm hot. I needed to sweat. Shut up. I did that earlier though. Bye now.